NBA legend Julius Dr. Erving drops a bombshell. He names his top 10 all-time NBA players. But get this, no LeBron, no Kobe, and certainly no Shaquille O'Neal. Talk about a crossover nobody saw coming. In an interview with Joy DeAngela, former Sixers legend and Hall of Fame forward Julius Erving revealed his top 10 list of NBA players. Interestingly, the list had some notable omissions, missing the likes of Michael Jordan, Stephen Curry, and LeBron James. Many famous personalities, including our own Shaq, Stephen A. Smith, and Atlanta Hawks' Trae Young, have expressed their thoughts and disappointment with Dr. J's list. Gilbert Arenas is the latest former player to slam Erving for his list. In a recent episode of Gil's Arena podcast, Arenas expressed his disappointment with Dr. J for excluding Michael Jordan and LeBron James. As per Erving, James and Curry are yet to finish their career to be a part of his list. However, this does not explain why he excluded Kobe Bryant, Shaq, and Tim Duncan from the list. Arenas questioned Dr. J's ball knowledge and credentials on the podcast while watching basketball. Now, Dr. J, with his gravity-defying dunks and iconic afro, certainly made some noise in his time. And this list? It just turned the volume up. His picks? A blend of classics: Jerry West, Oscar Robertson, Elgin Baylor, Wilt, Bill Russell, MJ, Kareem, Malone, Magic, and Nate "Tiny" Archibald. But here's the kicker: he left out the active players, like LeBron and Curry, saying, "Let him get finished." Man, that's old school. But hold up. You think Big Diesel is gonna sit this one out? Nah, man. Shaq, the living legend with 4 NBA titles and an MVP to his name, steps up to the plate. And guess what? He's got a list of his own. Shaq, in his typical larger-than-life style, calls up the Los Angeles Times. He's all like, "Hey, I got no beef with Dr. J. He's the OG, paved the way for all of us." But then, in true Shaq fashion, he throws down his own list. And it's spicy. Magic, Kobe, MJ, LeBron, and, in his own words, making the cut for the first team. He's not throwing shade at Malone, Barkley, or Kareem. He's just Shaq, doing Shaq things. Erving and O'Neal, 2 legends of the game, 2 very different lists. But they both come from a place of mad respect. Dr. J with his list of retired OGs, and Shaq showing love to both the legends and the new school ballers lighting up the hardwood. Gilbert Arenas too slammed Julius Erving for his top 10 players list. Arenas seemed to be quite upset with the exclusion of Michael Jordan and LeBron James from the list. Expressing his anguish, Gil exclaimed in the podcast, "He probably hasn't watched the game since 1993. He probably ain't watched basketball since 1995. That list ain't got nothing to do with no player after 1995. Like, really think about it. Look at the players. He probably ain't looked at the game in 30-something years. Debating the GOATs? Man, that's as old as the game itself. Different eras, different vibes. The league's been ballin' harder with each season. From skyhooks to three-point snipers, the game's evolved. But one thing remains: the passion and debate about who tops the list. So, what's the takeaway? Everyone's got an opinion, and in the NBA, every legend has a story to tell. While the debate rages on, one thing's for sure: we've been blessed to witness some straight-up balling legends. Alright fam, if you're vibing with the legends and stories of the NBA, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Big Shaq Fan Club. Keep it real, and never ever forget to shoot your shot.